I believe there's a reason that we have two ears and one mouth. And that reason is we need to listen more than we speak. If you go and have a conversation with somebody who is in a better position in life, is wiser, is smarter, is more intelligent, all these things, and you walk away from that conversation looking back and like, wow, that person knows an awful lot about me now, that is not a good thing. There was so much wisdom and knowledge and information and life lessons you could have gained from this person. But instead, you went down the loophole of talking about yourself, trying to impress this person with all that you know, all that you've done, whatever it may be, all the stories you have, how cool you are, how much fun you can be. But in reality, this person had so much knowledge and wisdom that you could have received and you could have grown from. But your ego and your pride stopped you from learning from this person because you didn't want it to make it seem like you didn't know anything. The Bible tells us if you think you know something, you don't know it as you ought to. I'm pretty sure Proverbs says this. And how amazing is that? If you think you know something, you do not know it. You have to think you are ignorant. You have to think you don't know something to truly know it and understand it. To me, that's beautiful and just amazing for someone who feels like they know nothing, I mean, when you look at Socrates' life, whether you believe in Greek mythology or whatever, they say the Oracle of Delphi said that Socrates was the wisest man. And all Socrates did was go around asking why. All he did was go around saying that he knew nothing. And all he did was ask why, to get to the bottom of things. Why are you going to bed? Oh, because I'm tired. Oh, well, why are you tired? This is how Socrates would have a conversation. And, it's little things like that, like, oh, he's going to bed because he's tired because he worked all day. And you're like, all right, well, that's obvious, And Socrates wouldn't do that, though. He would dig deep. Why did you work all day? Because I need to. Why do you need to? Because I need to provide for people. Why do you need to provide for people? Because I have kids and, I had kids at a young age or, something. And you're like, oh, okay, so he needs to work because he needs to provide because he had kids at a young age and he has no choice. So, I kind of got off on that tangent. I don't know about all that, but you know what I mean? Like, Socrates would always ask why. And he felt like he was ignorant to all things. And people would get mad at Socrates. They would say, why do you act so smart, Socrates? You never give answers. All you do is ask questions. And he would say to them, I'm the stupid one. You act like you know it all. You claim to be a know-it-all. I'm ignorant. I'm just trying to learn from you. And you can obviously imagine how mad people would get from Socrates saying things of that nature when they knew Socrates was smarter than him, but all he did was ask questions. All he did was seek information from other people, seek other people's point of view, seek to understand things as they understand things. He would never be content with knowing something. He would never make assumptions. He would not act like he knew it, so he could know it as he ought to know it. And I mean, that's just beautiful to me from someone who was walking this earth 2,500 years ago. So remember that when you're talking to somebody. You don't need to try to prove to them that you are smart, that you are fun, that you are whatever it may be. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. When you talk to people, you should try to gain knowledge from them, try to gain wisdom, try to gain understanding. You know, you should ask questions. You should be a student. Everyone should be your teacher in one way or another. Whether that's showing you what to do or showing you what not to do. You know, if you see someone in a bad situation and you ask them about their life instead of trying to preach your life upon them and show them how cool and knowledgeable you are while they're over there being ignorant and stupid, if you talk to them, you will understand more about them and why they're in the situation they're in, and why you should avoid doing the things that they did to get into that situation. And being prideful is probably one of the things that they were doing, which you were about to do, spouting off all your wisdom and knowledge that you think you have. So just remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You should ask questions. You should not tell everyone your life story. And especially when you're talking to somebody who you know is smarter, who you know has more information, who you want to learn from, who you want to be like, who you wish was like your mentor in a sense. When you're talking to those people, it should not be a yourself party. It should be you giving quick, short answers about yourself and asking deep, long questions to make them have deep, long answers so you can get deep understanding. You know, you don't want to just be spouting off things about yourself. You know, I've done it before where I've walked away from conversations with people I wanted to learn from, and I realized all I did was talk about myself. All I did was try to impose some idea that I'm smart and I'm fun and I'm wise and I don't waste time and I'm good with my money, you know, whatever it may be. And I've realized how much more I could have gotten out of that and how much more they could have gotten out of it if we didn't just sit there and have a conversation for 30 minutes about all the cool activities I've been doing and actually had a real conversation about real things and tried to gain real understanding and knowledge. So remember, listen more than you speak.